Okay, so here we are for our hot lap around the Nordschleife in the 2014 Caterham. I've got my brand new chair behind me, so we'll see how good it makes me. I've had a few goes on it already. I've had it for about a day now, and I've played some iRacing, gotten a few wins, etc., stuff like that. But we're going to see if it can make me do a good lap of the Nordschleife finally. Okay, so here we are in the final 3 corners before our lap. We're just going to use this time to warm up the tyres as much as we can. But for the final corner, getting it turned in nice and early. And now, full power as we head towards turn 1 to begin this Nordschleife hot lap. Using all of the track available, but missing the apex by a country mile. But now, dropping down the hill, full commitment through here. 6th gear and then 7th gear. As now braking early and turning in early. 5th gear, 4th gear. And it's a constant direction change over the graffiti for this section here. Try not to use the curbs as they unsettle the car. And then braking 3rd gear, trying to get it turned in. So much understeer through that section. But now we get to unleash the Caterham towards the Flugplatz, staying close to the inside wall. And then up the hill. No airtime happening here because of the downforce. But it's fully flat, fully committed in 7th gear for that section. Not many cars in the world can take that flat. But the F1 car makes it look like light work. As we drop down the hill, nearly at 320 kilometers an hour. And then high G-force as we head through the fast left-hander. Oh, and a bit out of shape on the brakes. But nothing that I can't handle under the Yokohama bridge. And dropping down the hill, 6th gear, 7th gear. This is making it look like a normal straight. 8th gear, now this is where you have to be fully committed if you want the most lap time. 6th gear there. And then 4th gear, turning in early because it's very deceptive. 3rd gear, late apex, and then 2nd gear, a bit of an earlier apex, and then unleashing the 1000 horsepower again as we head down towards the double left-hander. This is not flat, it's a downshift, and then it's an even bigger braking zone for the next part. 4th gear, trying to stay off these enormous curbs. 3rd gear for the sort of half hairpin. And then braking traction on the way out. It'll be flat through this left-right chicane. And it is nicely done. 5th gear now as we head through the endless right-hander. There's about 3 apexes in there. I've hit none of them. And then down towards the hairpin. A little bit of a lock-up and a flat spot warning. But it's okay for now. Out of there we go. Up to 6th gear. Now this bit. Stay to the right-hand side. Turn in extremely early because it's so easy to go wide and hit that wall on the right-hand side. And then 3rd gear up this hill. This is an easy spot to have a spin, but nothing happening there. And up to 6th gear, then 7th gear. This will be flat for this left-handed kink. And then braking for 3rd gear. The shadows there making it very tricky to miss your braking point as it's making it hard to see. But out of there, nice and easy up to 6th gear. Then 7th gear as we race through this section. This would be all flat in basically every single car which has taken on this circuit. Up to 8th gear, 300 kilometers an hour through that through that fast right-hander, and then flat through here, which not many other cars could do. And it's going to be the same story for this corner there, clipping that apex, nicely done. And now onto one of the trickiest braking zones on the circuit. We've navigated that with relative ease, bouncing over the curves there. It was a big oversteer moment as we head up to the carousel. Now, most cars, it's easy to take the banked line. A little bit harder in an F1 car because they bottom out as their ride heights are so low. But we've gotten through there relatively well as we now go up the hill. Want to stay as committed as we can, but it's a brake and then a double downshift through the left-right and then down to 3rd gear for the next right-hander. Now, this is where the circuit gets tricky. It's just endless corners. It's one after another. 4th gear through there, up to 200 kilometers an hour. 4th gear once again as we rise over the crest, and a lot of these corners are just totally blind. 4th gear now as we rise around the double left, and then getting on the brakes and on the power as early as we dare. 4th gear as we rise through the right-hander. 4th gear now. 3rd gear as trying to get as much car rotation as we can. There's a lot of understeer in this Caterham. This section will be flat though as we head up to the small jump, which most cars would catch airtime on. Not really for an F1 car because of the downforce, but a tiny little skip and a jump Same thing for this corner, and nearly breaking traction. But now this next section is flat for a while, using all the curbs. But they unsettle the car. We're going to downshift to 6th gear, then 5th gear, and then even 4th gear. Try not to hit that wall on the outside. It's an easy wall to hit and to go wide through that corner. Now through the 90-degree carousel corner, and nearly breaking traction on the crest. So many opportunities to just have a half spin and go careering into the wall. As right there, it nearly happened again. But now, as we go down the hill, we're going to open up the DRS for the first time on this lap. That's going to bring us well into the 300 kilometers an hour range. 46 litres left in the car. I definitely overfueled it. I didn't really bother with the setup. I just put on some soft tyres as we head past the tourist section of the circuit. DRS still coming in handy, giving us a lot of speed. And now we don't have any more DRS as we've left the DRS zone. But now into the final few corners, getting on the curb a bit. 3rd gear. As for the right-hander, going past the pit entry, and then 2nd gear, and around the final corner and to the line, and that is a hot lap of the Nordschleife in the Caterham. As I'm going to go and hit the wall. It was not sure what the time was. I'm going to have to go and double check, but there you go. That has been this lap of the Nordschleife in the Caterham 2014 CO5. So hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.